welcome to day 2 at Tech Exposed. We're here today with Phil Stanley from Revolabs and Christina Barnes from our marketing team. Just going to tell you a little bit more about the product and what's going on at the show today. Good morning, Phil.
Hi, good morning. How you doing?
All right, not too bad, thanks. So tell us a little bit about Revolabs.
Yeah, so I think what's quite interesting here today is that Revolabs are here almost with two hats on.
Okay.
3.5 years ago, we were acquired by Yamaha. Yamaha have now formed an official UC division, and Revolabs now forms part of that. So today and over the next sort of 6 to 12 months, we're going to see a lot more Yamaha UC brand as Yamaha fill out their product portfolio that we will be selling through our regular channel, and Revolabs will form part of that product portfolio.
Okay, when you mention UC, just for the layman, what is UC all about?
So UC covers a whole range of different things. Unfortunately, it's one of those terms that covers all and sundry. So in the telecoms world, people talk about UC and have done for a long time. Unified collaborations really is an umbrella. For us, it's generally around people bringing different technologies together in terms of audio conferencing, video conferencing, and collaborating together.
Okay, in terms of products, what are some of your key products that you're presenting today?
So we're presenting our traditional Revolabs wireless microphones. It's still a huge part of our business. We've also, over the last couple of years, developed a whole, what we call our UC range, which is USB and SIP peripherals. As part of the Yamaha UC growth strategy, we also sell through our channel to Yamaha products that have been around for a while. One of those is the YVC 1000, and interestingly at the show here, we're showing this product, which is the YVC 1000 MS. An important part of the market for UC now is Microsoft's Skype for Business product. And we now have the Magic Blue sticker, which means that we are fully certified under that Skype for Business banner. For a lot of large corporations, having the certification just means they've got the safety net of knowing that Microsoft have given the tick in the box for the product.
So what does it do?
This is a USB system. Effectively what we've got is a nice big speaker unit that sits at the front of the room, maybe on top of the credenza, and then I've lost the wire just for this, but this wires into the base unit as a microphone pod. We can have 1 or up to 5 of these wired out the back of the unit. So if you're running any desktop video software in your room, this is a great low-cost solution, and it's very scalable to fit pretty much in any type of meeting room, boardroom, even potentially a classroom as well.
Yeah. I was going to say, so yeah, following on from that, would you say the sort of the ideal market for this product is corporate, or do you see it, like you say, going more into education, or where do you see it selling best, really?
Oh, well, it's an interesting point. I guess an awful lot of the video that's been in use traditionally, if you go back to the video hardware codecs, was primarily in the corporate market, and that's a cost thing. We do work in the higher education market significantly, but that tends to be around microphones for auditoriums. The UC market and the corporate market, I would say, is probably the lion's share, but we do see an awful lot of uptake now in the public sector. Now video is easier to consume and much lower cost because it's software. It makes it a little bit easier for the public sector to afford and buy into that technology, but you still need the high quality peripheral to go with that to make sure you're improving the audio quality all the time.
You've also got another product at the show called the CS700.
Yeah, that's incredibly exciting for us. It's been a long time in the making. We've talked about it an awful lot. We launched it earlier on in the year. You can see it on our stand. The CS700 is an all-in-one soundbar device. It makes the meeting room so much more simple than it ever has been. So speakers, microphone, 120-degree wide-angle camera, all in one unit, presented with a simple 1 USB cable at the table. And from a user's perspective, the drive in adoption for video software platforms, people are now having it on their laptop. The corporations are investing an awful lot of money in it, but you've got to encourage the adoption for the user. What we're finding is the CS700 and products similar to it, by just having a real simple 1 USB connection at the table. I walk in, put my laptop down, plug in, and go.
Okay, so we're talking boardrooms, huddle spaces.
It's a huddle space product. We sort of define that as a typical 3 metre by 3 metre room. Probably 6 to 8 people sat around a table. Link that up to a nice large format display on the screen. The key to it is it's a relatively low cost solution, and those small rooms, we're seeing a huge growth in the number of those rooms that are being fitted out. But the organisations don't have huge budgets to spend on each one. But it's sort of a smaller amount of money, but lots and lots of rooms globally.
Apart from this show, how are we going to get that product in front of customers?
Well, great news is I now have a demo unit, so I can take that out and do that. We're shipping in November. So there'll be a whole load of demo units that we will have ourselves that we can loan to people. And I know you guys are investing in some technology as well, and they'll be installed in your meeting rooms over in DIS. We also have an office of our own where we have a system set up in a huddle booth, and we can use that as a dial-in option, so we can get to see both ends.
Have you found you've had good feedback from customers you've been seeing over technology?
We've been swamped. Yeah. We've been absolutely swamped. It's been one of those products that we've talked about an awful lot, and I know you guys have talked about an awful lot as well. The market is ready for it. The market is screaming for a product of that type, and now we're ready to do it. We've got loads of people who have come to see it. They're really excited about it. They've got loads of customers. I've got a full diary till Christmas, which is great. But yeah, the feedback's been absolutely fantastic. And a show like this, with the amount of reseller partners you get here, gives us a great stage to show that product off.
What do you think about the show in summary?
It's brilliant. Yeah, we really enjoy coming to trade shows all the time. I think what you guys do at Midwich is you bring such a selection and a variety of resellers to us. Yes, the traditional Pro AV guys who we've dealt with for a long time, but there's a whole load of new customers that come in to see different types of products, but they get exposed to the Midwich range, and I guess that's why you do it. But we see new people who maybe don't really realise what the whole range of what you
Well, it's fair to say that this is quite an IT-related product in many ways, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. And the IT channel, we've dealt historically in the Pro AV market because of our wireless, quite complex to install products. These sorts of products are products that you can take out of the box and plug in, and it's a slightly different channel, especially with the Microsoft link up as well.
Okay, so we need to get that in front of my customers.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, so just to wrap up, thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of your show.
Lovely. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.